Hello again. Jeremy Guerin, Pointlessly Relevant. Where will LeBron James go? Part 3. My third team that I think has the most potential to sign LeBron James is the San Antonio Spurs. There's a way that it's not a good idea for LeBron to go to the Spurs. Okay? If they win the championship this year, then you can't do it. Really, if they make it to the conference finals, that would be a hard sell as well because, again, you don't want to cheat your way to a title. However, they might not even make the playoffs this year. It's really starting to look like they're not, which would be great for San Antonio. Okay, yes, you get a draft pick. You get a lottery pick. Big deal. Okay, could it jump up? All right, if it does, that makes this case a little bit better. But still, you get a quality player, or you could put that in a trade package. But you convince Kawhi Leonard to stay. All right? And I think, quite honestly, that conversation has got to be with you, him, and LeBron. Kawhi will probably say, I'll stay if LeBron comes. And LeBron may very well say, I will stay if Kawhi re-signs and Greg Popovich promises at least 4 more years of coaching. All right? They don't quite have the cap room right now, but they're only a couple of small moves away, and they could easily have some sort of nice sign and trade package that they could send Cleveland's way, including a couple of draft picks and things of that nature. But it does fit, okay? Greg Popovich is one of the greatest coaches to ever coach. I'm not going to lie. I was not in any way a fan of Greg Popovich, the first championship era of the San Antonio Spurs. I did not like the way he coached. I don't like the other coaches like Minnesota coach. I wasn't a big fan of those. The whole slow the game down, muck it up, make it ugly, financially ruin the NBA because you keep making it to the finals and nobody cares to watch. Wasn't a fan of that Popovich. But to tell you the truth, the Popovich that showed up about 5 or 6 years ago that said, you know what, I got to change with the times, and opens up the offense, lets those guys run, lets them do their thing, doesn't micromanage every possession just to throw another team off of their rhythm. No, he's still that great defensive-minded coach, but they push the ball, and they can actually outscore you. Big props. But whatever you want to say about Popovich, you can't deny the fact that he's one of the greatest coaches ever, and he's the greatest current coach that is coaching right now. Okay? LeBron James needs that. Michael Jordan had that. Michael Jordan didn't win any titles until he got Phil Jackson. Shaquille O'Neal did not win titles without Phil Jackson. Kobe didn't win titles without Phil Jackson. And the one, going back to Shaq, he did win one title playing for Pat Riley, another guy I would put on that list. Okay? Tim Duncan. Okay, did he make Popovich great? Did Popovich make him great? I think it's a little bit of both, but without Popovich, Duncan didn't win titles. Never got the opportunity, so it's really hard to count that. But you see where I'm going with this. LeBron James, the greatest player of this era, needs to play with a great coach. All right? He deserves that. He knows that. So the opportunity to play under Greg Popovich alongside Kawhi Leonard and probably LaMarcus Aldridge, I don't think you'd have to give him up. I think that would be a big sell for the Spurs. So Spurs, what do you need to do in order to get LeBron James? Your path is a little bit easier, but it's also a little bit more difficult. Number one, you got to keep Kawhi Leonard. Unless you're able to trade him for an already top 10 player like Giannis Antetokounmpo or Anthony Davis, you got to keep Kawhi Leonard. Number two, Popovich has got to say, yeah, I got 4 or 5 more years in me. And then you got a great chance of landing LeBron James this summer. Okie dokie, this is Jeremy Guerin at Pointlessly Relevant. Bye-bye.